Hey everyone, I'm Disturbing Puppet, and welcome to Monster Train. I know I'm way late in getting on this, but it's one of those games that I'd seen kind of mentioned quite a bit a while back, maybe 3 or 4 months ago. I checked out a few videos to kind of see what it was like, and all of the videos were so sped up and being handled so fast, and the people were going through everything so quickly that I had absolutely no idea what was going on and what was even like being done by the player as opposed to like what was being auto-resolved. So after playing this, well, initially I saw a video by Miniature Nerd, and that kind of went through kind of an intro sort of thing, and like, oh, okay, I get it now. It's kind of what I thought it was, but it's a little different than what I expected based on what I'd seen from the other videos. And since then, I was like, yeah, I'll look out for a sale. Picked it up maybe a week ago and played quite a bit, enjoying it a lot. So my way to describe this would be it's a roguelite, not roguelike, card-based tower defense game. So there are phases where you can play creatures to defend, there's spells you can use, and then the fights will sort of auto-resolve on each level. So essentially, we are in Hell. There's some kind of agreement between multiple different factions in Hell and Heaven, and then Heaven went ahead and violated it and sort of is freezing Hell by destroying kind of the source of the fire in Hell. So this train is carrying the last little beasts of that fire, trying to get back to the center of Hell and reignite everything. So we're sort of an alliance of hellish demonic creatures trying to fight against Heaven to restart the fires of Hell. So yeah, I've got a new faction I haven't played before, so I just wanted to do a quick video and thought it'd be kind of fun to play around with them. One thing I like about this is there's a lot of really cool ways to improve your units and your spells as it goes along, which can kind of break the game a little bit, but it's sort of intended that way, which I like, because the last enemies are pretty tough, especially the final boss. The first time I got through, like, I don't know how I'm going to beat this person, and then was able to figure out ways, oh, okay, I can do this, and I can do this, and was able to take them out. So there's kind of ways that you can break your characters, your defenders, your spells to make them insanely powerful, which is really, really cool and a lot of fun to play with. Also, a run doesn't take that long, like an hour and a half, something like that. This will probably take a little bit longer because I'll be sort of explaining stuff and going through things without jumping around. So I have not yet tried Umbra. Spider shadow monsters, apparently. So commune with the ancient Umbra Shroud, the original residents of Hell. Mine the Crucible for precious materials to help in the fight against Seraph. So we have a primary group and a secondary. You always have to have one of each. So you just get some extra spells and units from whichever your allied clan is. So there are the Hellhorned, who are sort of demons. Plant-based Awoken, who are big and tough. There are the Stygian Guard, who have references to some kind of titan that they work for, and they seem to be fine with things freezing. They don't mind. And then I also recently got the Melting Remnant, who are all candle people, basically, but they're pretty cool. So I'm not sure who's going to work the best with Umbra. The way it's set up is you can play pretty much any different combination you want. You can add mutators, there's covenants that you can do to make things tougher as you go through. We're just going to do kind of a basic one. I think what I'll do... And there's even multiple different champions you can unlock. Right now I've only got the one. So with this we have this boss who will be able to upgrade, and then the starting card is Shade Splitter, add a common or uncommon morsel unit to your hand. Probably, I'm assuming morsel unit means something we eat to make us stronger. So I'm going to go with actually this faction and give me some implings, because imps are something that I could cast. They're a 1/1 creature. They'll do 10 damage to the front enemy unit, and then maybe I could eat them. It's not a big deal. They're just imps. So we'll try this and see. All right, every single time you play, you'll have sort of different abilities for all the different bosses and stuff. So 3 main bosses, the final boss, in this case, Seraph the Patient. So let's see. She'll attack every turn, applies melee weakness to your front unit, and gains attack on rally and incant. So rally is whenever you play a non-morsel unit on the floor. It has it down at the bottom, and incant triggers when you play a spell. So every time I play a spell on the same floor as her, or play a unit on the same floor as her, she's going to get more powerful offensively. So that's tough. Alright, we have relics, which kind of work sort of like Slay the Spires relics and stuff, just things that affect things. And then we have upgrading our champion. What are the choices? I'm kind of interested. So there's a few times that you can do this and upgrade. Okay, that takes up. This is how much space you take up on a floor. So 3 or 4. That's a pretty big improvement. Trample. When attacking, excess damage is applied to the subsequent enemy unit. That's pretty cool. And this one, when we play, I'm assuming a unit, because it does say summon, it just says triggers when played, but it must be playing a unit. You get +2 capacity on the floor. Okay. So the more units I play on a floor, the more units I can put on the floor. That sounds pretty cool. Not quite as tough as far as offensive damage, defensive ability, but that means I could just dump a ton of units out, potentially. Trample's also pretty good. I think you start with only 5 or 6 spots on a floor. There's ways to upgrade that later, and some relics will do that too. I'm not sure which I want, actually. Both sound pretty good, and you can actually mix and match as you advance. You can take Monstrous and then Monstrous 2, Monstrous 3. You could have Monstrous and Architect mixed. I think there's actually more. You only get 2 choices at each step, but I think there's actually 3 or 4 different variants of all the different main boss creatures that you have that sort of is what you are. I think for this, let's go with Trample for this attempt. I don't know that I'm actually going to get all the way through, but we'll see. Alright, Gorge abilities trigger an additional time. Triggers when this unit eats a unit. I'm assuming there's stuff like that for my faction, based on what I've seen, but I don't know 100%. Your Pyre gets 15 extra attack. So this is if all of your units are defeated and they make it to the top floor of your train, they'll fight your Pyre itself. If they destroy it, you're out of the game. So that's what this is up here. It's Pyre health, Pyre attack. This gives us sort of the amount of actions we have, card draw, and capacity for the floor. Let's go with Gorge. Get into a fight here right away. You start off with some basic units that you can replace later, and each time they're a little different as well. So in this case, disciples have dedicated themselves to the service of heaven and will attempt to restore the life of their companions. So there's some healers. You can actually look and see what their stats are. So after combat, yeah, she'll add some cards to me, which kind of sucks. And if I don't burn them, then they'll do damage to my Pyre. Alright, this is our train. So our actions, our deck, draw pile, all that kind of stuff. So we have multiple different floors. The fights carry out on each floor each time, and then at the very top we have our Pyre. It shows you where things are at. You can't actually play any defenders up here, at least as far as I know. Alright. He's huge! Enemies always go first, so that's sort of crummy in a way. There is a way that you can get an ability called Quick, which means that you'll go before the enemies, which is kind of nice. Alright, add a common or uncommon morsel unit. Let's see what that does. What does that give me? Morsel Jeweler, Eaten. Eater gains +1 health and damage shield 1. So damage shield nullifies a source. He's at 0-2, so no attacks. So if I play him, can I eat him immediately? After the next round of combat, this unit will be eaten by the front unit without an eaten ability. Okay. So you just automatically devour it, apparently. Okay, we'll get a few other defenders out on different floors, because why not? And then when I hit end turn, it'll just auto-resolve the combat. For this phase, it'll just do 1 round of combat back and forth, but there are certain enemies and bosses will continue fighting on that floor until everyone is dead, either the attacker or defenders, and then they'll move to the next one. So there's my trample going in, devour that dude. This is a little unit that shows up occasionally. If we kill this character, we get some extra money, that's all. Let's actually go there. Let's see what we can get. So this one, when he's eaten, gives us another action. Not that big of a deal. I'm assuming any units can eat any other units. So, I mean, I might as well. So it resolves that floor first. She didn't have an attack on this floor. Okay, nothing coming in this time. Do you have the implings? There are ways to blow up imps to do damage and stuff, so we'll have to keep an eye out for that. For now, let's just throw some additional basic defenders out there. Eventually you'll want to get rid of these guys for other cards, just to keep your deck from getting too crazy. So there are deck building elements as well. You can look at your deck anytime you want. Alright, so here, this fight's going to go on until everybody's dead. How about we just throw out Implings, do some damage there. And it doesn't actually matter putting out one of these morsels. I do probably want to improve the amount of units I can play on the floor as soon as possible. And it ends when you kill the boss. Alright, so we'll get some money, we'll get some cards. First choice. Alright, I don't know the cards for this deck, so let's see. Deal 3 damage. Slay, add 2 uncommon or rare morsel units to your hand. So if I kill somebody with it, we'll get uncommon or rares. We can just use this. It's consumed, so once per battle, add 3 uncommon or rare morsel units in your hand. Consume +1 on this floor. Okay, that's interesting. It doesn't cost anything. I like the zero-cost stuff, typically. I'm going to grab this now, because we can upgrade our floors to add more units later. And then from the other deck, we have Ascend a unit, so I can use this on my own or the enemy, or piercing 5 damage, so it ignores armor and shields. So even if you have armor or shields, if your health is 5 or less, you're dead. Battering Ram's pretty good if you build around armor, because it does 4 times the amount of armor. Let's just grab a piercing for now, I guess. Alright, so now we have our choice of upgrades. We can go one way or the other. So on this side we get a Hellhorn unit, and we can upgrade our units. On this side we get an Umbra unit, and can upgrade our spells. And you can kind of look at your deck whatever you want. You can't upgrade your champion, though, at this point. Only the special one we saw at the first one. I haven't seen many of the Umbra units, so let's try to find something cool. When you summon a morsel unit on this floor, create a copy. Okay, cool. Gorge, gain lifesteal 1. So when you eat something, so it gains health equal to the damage dealt. That's pretty cool. 2020, only taking up 2 space, is also pretty good. Let's grab him. Let's look at our spells. Alright, -1 cost, pretty much always there. Plus 20 magic power and consume. That means it turns into a once per battle kind of thing, but 20 power. Or we can remove consume and add the cost of something. I don't typically like this too much. Let's see. Let's reduce the cost of this to make that free. And I'll reroll, see if we get anything cool. Yeah, nothing really that fantastic. Can make something else free, because why not? Can only do that once. So I could make something more powerful, but I don't even think it really matters. Yeah, like I could make this at 25 damage for 0, but it's only once per battle. That's not terrible, but I think I'd rather have the 5 for now. So I'm just going to bail. I could also get rid of a card, but I don't really have anything great yet. I don't have too many to kind of worry about that. Alright, Disciple Conduits. Conduits use their knowledge of the terrain to ascend more quickly than other disciples. Take them out before they reach your pyre. Oh yeah, and I totally missed this. There are ways you can make each battle kind of tougher for an extra reward. So non-boss units get +4 attack. We get a unit. That's not bad. They do have some really nasty units. These guys come in with rage, so they have increased attack when they first show up, even though they're kind of weak. And this one kind of can jump people up to the 3rd floor. This guy has spikes, so when he's attacked, he does damage back to the attacker. I don't know if I want to do that. I'd like to get some more units. But that could be a bit risky, because my champion's not very tough, and I don't really have a way to protect him that much. So for now, I'm just going to go with a regular fight. Okay, I may not want to play him here, because... Is that 16 damage? I mean, he can take it. But so could him. And we could do a bit more stuff, so let's do this. Let's throw you there. If anybody gets through, we'll eat them alive. That's the hope anyway. Creature power fuels us. Let's take a look at our morsels. Eater gains +4 attack, Eater gains +4 health, +4 attack. I'm just going to put all of them out there. I don't know if it eats one or all of them on the end of the turn. We'll find out, I guess. And it will automatically show you, which is really nice. They're going to die, he's going to take -12, unless you do something different. That's what's going to happen. Now, I could have played an Impling, which would have killed one of them, which would have reduced the amount of damage I take. And that may not have been a bad idea. But for right now, I'm going to hold off. Something that happens, too, that I wasn't sure of at first, was when you play a character, if they die, you don't get their card again in your deck. It's gone, unless they have a special ability called Endless, which means they just keep coming back over and over again. Alright, take a bunch of pain here, but... Okay, we ate all of them. Nice. So now I might need to do something to block, otherwise he's going to die. So somebody else could go in front and take the damage. He'll gain lifesteal. When he eats something, he'll gain some life. So yeah, let's put a steward out front, suck up the damage. And let's kill one of them with an imp. Actually, I should have put the imp in front. But now we're killing both of them. Up here, my spider monster is going to kill this person, and you're dead as well. I could go ahead and use a spell and do some stuff, but it doesn't really make much difference. Let's see what we get here. +1 health and damage shield. Nobody's taking any damage here, really. I don't have any room there. I'll just do this just to give my spider shadow monster, some extra health. Jump. Now we can look and see. Okay, so he is at max health. I'll throw another steward up here for now. Okay, so it's just energy and health, damage shield. So I'm making my deck bigger if I don't use these cards, but that's fine. I probably could be doing this better. I just want to increase his health a little bit. Alright, so in this case, we are going to kill him. You two are going to die. He'll be fine. There isn't a lot I can really do. Nothing is going to matter. Yeah, we'll just let it play out. Jump. So let's continue the fighting, but I'm getting lifesteal every time I hit him. So that's keeping me in the fight. So when you have a boss like that, it continues till one side or the other's dead. You don't get a chance to do anything. Alright, not bad. Immortal Trade. Apply Lifesteal 4 and Ember Drain 2 to a friendly unit. So Lifesteal we saw before, lets me get some health back when we do damage. Ember Drain, at the start of the turn, lose 1 energy for every stack of Ember Drain. Decreases every turn. That's okay. It's an okay trade-off, I think. Getting extra room on a floor is nice. This is okay, but it's only 3 damage. I mean, there's ways I can boost it. So we could potentially get extra power, would make it, you know, like 13 or 23 or whatever damage, depending on the power increase. And then we could get the uncommon or rare morsels. I think I'm kind of leaning more towards Immortal Trade. I could even put that on my big nasty boss and help keep him alive. Send a unit, vent, fledgling imp. Okay, send a unit, 2 damage times whatever energy I have. That's decent, because it's to all enemy units on the floor. Rage 3, so that increases everyone's attack. I'll take the vent, I guess. Okay, so now we have Umbra, something interesting, and duplicate a card. So you'd want to duplicate something you've upgraded, hopefully. Spells, Pyre Health is fine. So honestly, these don't really do me much good. We'll just go over here. Take a look at the unit. I do like the Crucible Collector. So resolve, so that's just the end of the turn, or after combat. Summon an Antumbra Morsel and a Magma Morsel. Antumbra Morsel, Eater gains +4 health. Magma Morsel, Eater gains +4 attack. Okay, and he only takes up 1 space. That's pretty good. Morsel Maker. I like that. I might see if I can reduce his cost in the future. But yeah, that's pretty good. I'm going to do this first because this might give us a card which we then might want to duplicate. So it's kind of different events and things that give you special cards. I don't think I've seen this before. A collection of glowing brands are scattered next to a granite crypt. Each bears the mark of one of the clans of Hell. Those of the Awoken, Melting Remnant, and Stygian Guard seem to be the only ones hot enough to be of use. Branding the crypt may yield additional support from that clan either through monster or magic. Which clan's brand do you want to use? So rare Awoken draft pick, rare Melting Remnant, or rare Stygian Guard draft pick. Stygian or Stygian? I'm not sure. The Awoken are the big plant dudes. They take up a lot of space, typically. Melting Remnant have some weird abilities that I'm not really set up to use. They have kind of guys that only last a certain number of turns and then die, unless you have something to kind of keep them around or bring them back from the dead. Let's go with the Stygian Guard. Okay, so we have ascend enemy units on this floor and apply daze 3, so they can't do anything for 3 turns. Gifts for Guard. Draw 3 spells and apply Consume, +20 magic, and 0 cost. It's okay, a little expensive. Transfer all Frostbite on this floor to a unit, then double the amount of Frostbite. And that's good for them because they have stuff that gives Frostbite, but I don't. Oh, this is, I can only use this, it's Pyre bound, can only use it on the Pyre room and the floor below it. So I could bring units from below the Pyre to it, stun them, and let the Pyre try to kill them. That's sort of the idea there. None of these are honestly that great. I'm really disappointed. I was hoping for a cool unit or something. Yeah, and this isn't really going to help me much because most of my spells are summoning morsels. I guess I could take this, but I might be better off just taking nothing. Uh, 21 cards. Yeah, I'm not going to take anything. I don't think that's that good. You press the glowing brand onto the stone with a hiss. The crypt cracks open to reveal a gift from the forgotten denizens of Hell. Even in defeat, it seems Hell is full of surprises. Well, I didn't take it. Alright, if I was to duplicate something, so any card I want, this is something that's destroyed when I use it, so that's not a bad call. We could add a 0-cost Shade Splitter. We could add a Vent. I haven't really upgraded much. We could add another Piercing, add another Immortal Trade. I kind of like the Crucible Collector a lot. I'm tempted to grab another one of him. It'd be better if I'd upgraded him before doing this. But this guy's pretty good too. I'm going to take the Crucible Collector. And we have Daedalus the Professor. Heavily armored creations protect this ex-professor in his quest to safeguard Seraph and the Winged. So in this one, constructed explosives enter with damage shield. That's one I see most often with him. So every time we do a battle, he's going to... He kind of goes up and down, dropping off like a bomb, which will then go off. So it'll do 10 damage to any of my people on here when it goes off. to destroy it, I have to hit it twice because it has a damage shield. So the first time, the shield takes it. The second time, it'll actually get destroyed. So, yeah, not so great. Okay, I'm just going to put defenses up here. So he's going to make dudes. He's going to eat them. That's sort of the goal. If I put him down here, is he going to die? That's 15, 19, 21. Not quite. But I'm going to go ahead and give him lifesteal. So he's going to cost me some energy the next few turns, but he's going to get all his health back after he gets pounded. So it cost me 2. This is ticking down, so it was 2, so it cost 2. Okay, so eat them next time. I don't have to do anything here, so I don't really want to take the damage. That's fine. Let's see what we get. Eater gains +2 attack and lifesteal 1. Yeah, sure. That's about all I can do. That whiffs and does nothing. They don't have anything to do, but he will eat those guys. Okay, so now the 10 damage will hit, but I've got lifesteal. We're going to get some damage from him, heal back up. Yeah, I can see this working pretty well. Alright. You're dead. I've got 3 lifesteal now. Let's go ahead and see what's inside. 4 health, 2 attack and lifesteal, 4 attack. Let's give him some health. I could do 4 damage to both of them, but that wouldn't do anything because of the damage shield. He'd take 4 extra damage. I could set up some Trend Stewards, but he's just going to drop bombs and stuff, so I'm probably better off just not. I'm going to let that go. Okay, bomb coming in is a bit of an issue. I guess we'll do that. We're going to kill him, damage him, but that's it. We're going to do plus lose some health, and then I'll get it back, so that's fine. I could have done some damage with an Impling instead, and then would have done enough maybe to kill him too. Probably what I should have done. He's just getting bigger and bigger. Alright, don't have to worry about that. You're both dead, and he's going to be fine. I could kill him before he does anything. Let's see what we can get here. Yeah, it's not that big a deal. Actually, let's wait. Yeah, +2 attack and lifesteal, that's better. And, yeah, I mean, why not? I'll just kill you. And if I vent here, at least do some damage to him, too, because it's every enemy on the floor, so why not? Chomp. Chomp and chomp. He's getting kind of frightening there, but he's actually not that powerful compared to some of the stuff. you can do. We're actually pretty weak compared to where we want to be. You see, right now, I'm going to almost kill him, but we're going to die. So I'm going to give him some lifesteal. That'll be enough Swift to change it. So he'll get some extra attack. We'll get some health back. He's only doing 8 damage. I'm doing 44. Anything else I want to do for fun? Why not? Just play some of the stuff for no real reason. Almost enough to kill me there, but not quite. Alright, cash. Choose a rare card. Alright, Shroud Spike, consume. So once per battle. Trigger feeding on a morsel unit 2 times whatever my energy is. So however many actions I have, times 2. We'll eat stuff. So we can play stuff and immediately eat it instead of waiting for the turn. Hellhorned, 2 rage, 2 armor, times whatever energy we have. Rage increases attack temporarily, ticks down. Armor is there to kind of block before health. Forever consumed, do 30 times whatever damage to the front enemy unit. So 30 damage times whatever my energy cost, or my energy is. But I have morsels that give me energy, so that's pretty cool. I actually like that. I'm going to take that. Okay, Gorge, gain damage shield, that's pretty good. Another Morsel Master. Oh, I see, it's different. Morsel Maker is what I have. Morsel Master. When you summon a morsel unit on this floor, create a copy. I definitely want to have more space on my floors for critters. Damage shield's pretty nice. This guy's pretty good. Copies of morsels could be really good as well. I need kind of frontline dudes though, so I'm going to take the wood. And we have energy, draw, or room on floors. We'll take room on floors. Alright, so here we can upgrade our boss. Okay, removing cards, getting artifact, get a Hellhorn unit, or upgrade units. Money, the health, it doesn't matter, but I want to upgrade my units. I have a decent amount of money to do it. And this gives me more. But is that better than an artifact, a unit, and removing some cards? I'm not sure. It's a basic fight next. I really want to upgrade my units, but we're going to go over here. Let's see what the relic is first. Okay. 2 damage whenever enemy moves between floors. At the start of the turn, add a random int unit to hand. That's not so good. Both of these are kind of weak, but I'll take 3 damage, I guess. Hellhorn unit. I don't even have the energy to pay for this guy. So I guess I'll take the Horned Warrior. And now, removing cards, let's go ahead and get rid of some of these basic defenders, the Train Stewards. So now I've got a bit more Umbra units. We've got a few Hellhound, Hellhorned units. The Implings aren't really doing me as much good as I thought because they don't have morsels, so it's not triggering with the Umbra. I thought I could maybe like pick a unit to eat. Maybe there'll be something later I can do that with. Alright, let's upgrade the champion. Okay, we can go... Oh, that makes him even bigger. So even bigger and have 80-50 stats. We can just get lifesteal and get bigger, and we still keep the trample. So yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, that could potentially end up making us do as much damage or more. We automatically get lifesteal. That's really good. Both are good. I'm just not sure which is going to be better. Let's try them out. Making them bigger could be a bit of a problem. Clip Tormentors. They might be low-level recruits of the Clipped, but they'll overload you with penance if you don't take them out quickly. I could have them come in with armor to get some extra money, but that's fine. I don't need it. They're already pretty heavily armored. Okay, we have now, what, 6? Yeah. He takes up 4 all by himself. Okay, we got the Crucible Collector. I liked the combo of the Morsel Maker and the Collector. So I'm going to set that up on the second floor. Put the boss down here. And I can't kill him, unfortunately. I could take out all his armor. No, I can't. I'm out of energy. Or ember. Alright. If I had more space, I would have put the Morsel Maker on the same floor as my champion. Okay, they're all dead. And we're going to get bigger. Okay, I'm going to throw you up here with some heavy backup. You're dead already, so it's fine. I don't have to do anything. Can do a little bit extra damage. This, if I don't play it, is going to do damage to my pyre, so I'm going to go ahead and use that. Headbutt. And we eat them. Died to my spike strips. Okay, so I can kill him with this if I want to. It's free, so why not? I think you're already dead, and you're going to make him bigger, so that's totally fine. Let's make a morsel. Running out of space. I'd like to leave some room for morsels here. Yeah, this isn't consumed, so yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So we get that, we don't lose the card or anything for the battle. Slowly getting bigger and bigger. I need like a way to do that faster. Okay, this time we're going to take some damage. Maybe. Four attack, 5 health, damage shield. Eat both of you. I'll throw you in that as well. Don't really need this, so I'm going to hold off. Just feed all of our frontliners and make them bigger. Dead. Okay, so we're hurt, but when I do damage, I'll be able to get some health back. First attack, I'll ignore. You can have some health. Sure. Haha. He's gonna die, but I don't care. I want to kind of keep the space for morsels. Okay, already gonna win. Just have to be careful that I don't screw that up by what I play. I could absorb a shot with the Queen's Impling, but he's going to attack first, I think, so we want to block the majority of it. Because I could have played him. Just do that. It doesn't matter too much. I could have gotten a little bit more in by playing him there. But we're fine. Whittling me down. Alright, money. Excavation Eruption. Deal 20 damage to a random enemy unit 3 times. And if I kill someone, I gain 2 energy. Okay, for 3, yeah, maybe. Feast. Trigger feeding on units with eaten ability, so I can make it happen beforehand. That's decent. Gem Trove. Apply damage shield 1 to friendly units. Add 3 uncommon or rare morsel units to your hand. So that would be everyone on the floor, so not everyone on the whole train. That's pretty decent, but expensive. If I could drop the cost of this, this would actually be pretty good. This is tempting just because it's free, and it would be a way to kind of trigger that early. This might be interesting because I could get some of the cost back if I kill something. I'm going to go with Feast. And for energy is tempting. 100 damage to friendly and enemy units, not so great. It's also piercing, so ignores armor. I think I'll take the blow up an imp. It's also attuned, so if we add strength to this, it's affected a little bit more. So instead of like plus 10, it would be plus 50, I think, because it's magic power 5. Let's take that and see if we can upgrade that card later. We can then blow up our imps. Okay, we've got money, health, spells. Units, I really do want to do 2 cards, something interesting, yeah. Okay, let's see what we can do with our units. 25 health, damage shield of 3, that's pretty good. Quick, so this means I attack first. Who would I want to give what? Can't give it to my boss or anything. He's hitting for a lot of damage, but eventually these guys are going to do more because of them eating morsels. So giving him quick, we could maybe kill something off before it gets a chance to do anything. If I had someone that hit all the enemy units, that would be really good. I'll just give it to one of these guys. Because why not? Damage shield 3. So first 3 sources of damage don't count. This guy's kind of fragile. Let's give it to him. 25 health. I really want this guy not to die, so I'm kind of tempted to give it to him. Let's see what else we get. 10 attack, 5 attack, 10 health, multi-strike. Multi-strike, you're quick, and we can do multi-strike as well. So if he kills the first one, we'll do another attack on the next one. If it's someone tougher, he'll just hit them twice. So attack and defense. Trying to make these guys more front-liney. 10 attack, we could bump that up. We could go here, we could go here. I think I'll just spread it out a little bit. Get rid of some cards. I think we'll just go with these last two train stewards. Keeping my deck thin. Alright, random event. Two ornate chests have emerged from the thawing ice. Both chests have a strange lock mechanism. It looks like they could be picked with shards from the pyre. The more decorated chest might take a few more tries, though. Do you break off some of your pyre to get what's inside? Yes, a lot. Lose 25 pyre health to get 150 coins. 5 pyre health for 25. I don't have a ton. I can get it back. Money is useful, but maybe not that useful to lose that much health. I'll just take a little bit. The small chest creaks open, and you're rewarded with a few coins. Okay, I can still get rid of a unit here if I pay for it, but I'm going to hold off. I think we're pretty well set. I could potentially get rid of maybe another, like one of the imps. Wouldn't be a big deal. Alright, Hidden Assault. Sneaky Clipped have infiltrated your train. Use spells and higher floors to take them out. Some of these guys come in with stealth, which means you can't attack them. I think it's these. Yeah, stealth. Can't target them in combat for 1 round, so they basically just run right past you. They'll still do damage and attack you. You just can't do anything about it. Well, I can do this. Smack. That's going to be dangerous because he's not really that healthy, honestly. Let's set him up on the second floor. Let's set you up here for now. I don't think that ticks down every turn, does it? Yeah, it's just the next 3 sources of damage. So we don't lose one just for the turn. This for attack. Alright, we'll play... Let's give him a damage shield. We could go ahead and play them. Could then play somebody else later who can eat them. So we've got some space there still. Well, I thought only the Umbra guys ate them. I guess anybody in the front will eat them. Ah, you're dead. Okay, we've got multi-striker, or tough. Actually gonna build some defenses down here. So we'll end up ahead from that. Okay, irritating ladies. Let's kill one of you. Don't really have a way to kind of mix them together now. Let's put you down here. Take that. I don't get a chance to attack them because they were invisible. Okay, I've got a couple ways I can kill that one. Are you dead? Yes, okay. I do want to get a hit in, so I don't want to kill this guy. I want to get my health back. Yeah, let's just hurt both. Kill the one, damage the other. Okay, a little bit of time. So I could go ahead and eat them quickly. I don't know if that really matters, because he's not going to make more till the end of the turn. I guess, why not? We'll get the benefit right away. Can't quite kill him. I've got the damage shield, so it doesn't really matter too much. I could kill him if I drop some implings. Yeah, why not? Of course, now I kind of want them to die for me to be able to do something else here. Alright, everyone's gonna die. They're invisible for a little bit. I could do 90 damage to him in the front. Playing my impling is not going to make much difference. Playing a morsel probably won't. It might suck up an attack, though, potentially. Wait, does he hit everyone? Yeah, he's got sweep, so he's going to hit everyone with his attacks. And he steals life when he hits people. So I'm not even going to get the benefit. We're not going to get a chance to eat them. He's going to kill them before I get a chance to do anything with them. Alright, you know what? You can just take 90 damage. Hopefully that'll knock him down enough that we can take him out next level. visible dudes are dead. Yep, he's definitely going to die. Let's go ahead and blow up an imp in his face. Enjoy that. If I play more morsels, he's going to feed off of them, because he does... He's got sweep, and he had lifesteal. Maybe he doesn't have lifesteal anymore. I don't see it listed. Maybe he lost it after a certain number of turns. Okay. Yeah, that's not a big deal. I guess I'll put you out there. Won't make any difference. Smack. Giant monster shadow spider for the win. Money, let's see. This one again. Sacrifice. Add 3 uncommon or rare morsel units to your hand. Kill a friendly unit. I do have imps and stuff, so that's not too bad. 3 excavated ember cards to your discard pile. Excavated ember. Gain 2 energy. Draw a card. I'm not really having a hard time with energy. I kind of like this. This will kind of free up my ability. If I put somebody in the wrong place, I can get rid of them. Okay. Gain some energy. Sacrifice an imp to gain some energy and draw a card. 2 random imps to my hand. Okay. Energy and draw. Alright, we've got making my units better again, plus cash, plus an event. We've got artifact, removing cards, and duplicate something. I feel like I can definitely make my units better. And we've got cash, so how do I do that? Multi-strike. I mean, he's got damage shield, so that's not a bad idea. 30 times 2. 25 health. We kind of want these guys being blockers. Make you tough. 10 attack. It's not fantastic. Don't know that I have anybody that's great for quick. Yeah, somebody that hit every enemy or attacked multiple times. Alright, let's do that. Just because. What do we find? A penance yard comes into view, a truly terrible sight. Dead hellborn from across the 9 rings of hell are strung up as atonement just for existing. At the base of these awful contraptions are some familiar blights. But peeking through, you can see something of value underneath the rubble. Which pile do you inspect further? Alright. Amber Stasis, playing a blight card deals 120 damage to the front enemy unit. Okay, so I can get rid of it. It costs 3 though. Not great. When summoned, friendly units get +2 attack for every blight card in your deck. So they're just unplayable and unpurgeable, so they're just stuck there. We get 3 of them. When you play a blight card, restore 5 pyre health. If I don't play this card, my pyre takes damage. But if I do play it, I get health back. Kind of like the attack increase. This could be okay, potentially. This just gives me cards I can't use as opposed to cards I have to pay for. I typically have more energy though, so I have the ability to play cards, and if I could get health back, let's try this one. What looks like shards of the pyre are something much more sinister. You load them onto the train along with the strange smooth shard they were hiding. It may prove useful. Okay, I could pay to get rid of something, but that's fine. We're up to the next boss, Arcus. Arcus, Darkness Incarnate. Using unknown ancient powers, Arcus summons shards of the divinities to halt your advance. You'll summon blinding dark shards and looming dark shards. So one of them, if I play a unit, dazes my units for a turn, so they don't do anything. And the other one, if I play a unit or a card, I can't remember which, it increases the cost of spells in my hand. Just for that floor, though, that it's on. They only last for one turn. We'll kind of look at them when they're showing up. Alright, so this one, when I play a non-morsel unit on this floor, it dazes them. So I could play units, but they would just be dazed and just take a bunch of damage. So, I mean, that kind of sucks. It is only for non-morsels, but if I play morsels, they'll just get killed by these guys, so it's kind of pointless at the moment. Let's build some defenses here-ish. Let's just get things kind of set up. We are Umbra. Alright, that gets us all but the ground floor partially set. They just move up, and then they die. So actually those spike strips are a bit more effective than I thought, but I think the next area we get into, it's just not going to do anything. And up here, when you play a spell, all my spells become more expensive. But units are fine. Am I doing any damage? Yeah, a little bit. Okay, 10 damage. Okay, if I can get him going with some morsels, he'll be able to kind of block a lot, do some damage. I can kill him with my consumed. I can also hit him for 90, because it actually won't target these guys. Okay, if you're down to 30, you'll be dead on the next floor, you'll be fine. Yeah, that's okay. Let's go ahead and hit the boss. Okay, if we play a non-morsel unit on that floor, +4. Let's give you somebody to eat. Okay, this is spells. Give him somebody to eat. I wish I had more morsel cards. Can do a tiny bit of damage to the boss. We'll do that. Okay, I'm just gonna kill you. When a unit dies, he gets extra armor. Okay. Could play an Impling and blow it up in his face to do some damage. I'm dead anyway. There's some health there. Let's give you something to help with that. Actually, let's give you a couple morsels. So he gained some armor, but we still blew him up. Took a good chunk out of him, so now he'll die. I'm probably not handling the Umbra very well, but I'm still kind of figuring them out. It's the first time playing as them. If you're looking for high-end play, this is not the place to be. Headbutt. Headbutt with teeth. Okay, spells. I mean, I could give you a buddy down here. Keep making my champion bigger. And I've got the space, why not? Do a bunch of extra damage down here on the bottom floor. Nice follow-up. Okay, non-morsels. I really like that it's non-morsels. Got 2 damage shield. Let's try to get a bunch of damage shield before there's only 1 regular wave left. This is only if I play a non-morsel, it'll daze, so I could go ahead and do 90 damage to him. It'll be more damage to the boss before we get to the final end. Good chunk of damage. Nice. Tons of damage shield. Alright. Yep, he's dead. We're fine. Okay, I'll just play these so I don't take any damage. For fun, throw an imp and blow the imp up. So many damage shields. That's actually sort of accidentally coming across. That's a really good combo for the base floor there, if I can get him built up with a bunch of damage shields. Alright, $100. Trigger feeding on a morsel unit 2x times. Does that mean I get the benefit of the morsel that many times? I'm not sure. Consume 25 armor. Double rage. That's not bad. 1 for 25 armor. I'm not sure if this means I eat it multiple times. That can't be right. But usually you can only have maybe a few morsels on a floor, like 3 or 4. And it's 2 times whatever energy you have left. So that's kind of crazy. And then, of course, I got my artifact too, so I'm not sure what... Yeah, I'm kind of curious how that works. I'm going to take it just to find out. And do I want more actions? Do I want more cards in hand or more room on the floor? I think I want more room on the floors. There are artifacts that do that too, but I haven't seen any yet. Okay, we'll get to level up our boss here. We'll have a regular fight. Okay, artifact. Artifacts we can buy. Money. Health, we're totally fine. Spells. Event. I mean, I could definitely get rid of 1 Impling. I wouldn't mind getting rid of one of the shards, too. 3 is a bit much. We'll see if anything comes up that I can do that with. Let's take a look at this, I think. Take our money. Start of the battle, summon a Morsel Miner on each floor. Morsel Miner gets +5 attack, +5 defense. When you play your 3rd card of the turn, draw 1. Is that every 3 cards? So if I play 6 cards, I get to draw twice? I don't know. I'll take the morsels. We just made some space, and now we're going to fill it up. Alright, what do we have? When you draw any non-champion card, its cost is randomized. Nope, don't like it. Spells get an extra equip slot. That's cool, because we can potentially upgrade our spells more, but there isn't a lot of time left for that. Summon abilities trigger an additional time. Do I have any summon abilities? I don't think I do. No, the Implings. So they do 20 damage instead of 10. That's okay. This is not bad, but I don't think I have enough time left to really take advantage of it, so I'm going to see what else we have. Friendly units enter with lifesteal 2. That's nice. +2 on Slay. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm going to take that. 2 turns of lifesteal for all my units automatically. Okay, let's upgrade the champion. Alright, so we can go to... All of this is the same. We can go up to 80 attack, 50 defense. Everything else is the same. Trample, lifesteal 2... Oh, actually, that screwed me up, didn't it? Because he just had lifesteal. Now he only has lifesteal 2. Okay, that is not good, actually. That was a bad choice for artifact, because that sort of screwed over my champion. That might end up costing me this run. Gorge gives me 4 and 2, or we can go same attack stats and defense stats, but gorging gets me a bit more. I like this a little better, I think. It's a 40, so that I need to eat at least, say, 5 creatures to beat that. That's certainly possible. If I eat 5 morsels, I've basically come out the same spot. Oh, he's bigger too. Yeah, I don't want to make him bigger. Alright, we'll do this then. We'll keep him a glutton. But yeah, screwing up my lifesteal there, that might end up costing me this run. Because it turned him from having permanent lifesteal, I think, to only lifesteal for 2 turns. Alright, Conduit Masters. Winged Conduits have mastered the use of their armor and grant their allies the ability to strike multiple times. Remove the conduits and this power will be removed too. Spell Shield 2 just means they ignore the first 2 spells that hit them. That's pretty bad, and we're getting money at the last minute, so not worth it. And I think I probably just shot myself in the foot here anyway. There's my minor morsels. Okay, I've got a lot more space now. Maybe we set up the morsel maker and Umbra here. That's what, 4. He'll get eaten pretty quickly. Yeah, that'll work. If I don't die. Actually, why am I at 16? So he's going to take 17 damage, but it'll end up being up. Give myself some damage shield for next time. Okay, you are lifesteal. It's gonna be hard to kill these guys. I'm not doing as much damage as I should. I'm just gonna kill you that way. They do have units that will give me Ember Drain as well, so they're going to make it harder for me to be able to do anything here soon, whenever those units show up. Could do a little bit of damage, but it's not enough. Guess I might as well. Getting pretty big. Can make my champion much stronger. Yeah, so this, I'm not sure. Okay, got a bit of a problem up top. He's about to get through. You're about to get through. Damage shield. Almost enough. I could go ahead and eat him, and that would, I think, boost me enough. No, it'd be the same. I think it's 2 damage. If I eat him, I go up by 2. So trigger morsel unit twice. Yeah, I'm curious to see if this will trigger. So I got the 2, and then we got the gorge twice as often because of the fossilized fangs. So now they're all dead. We're going to go up in health. I could go ahead and eat some more stuff. I could eat up here too, but I don't think it's going to matter. Try to build up some damage shields up there. Strike. Okay, you still have lifesteal. Alright. Get some morsels. You're dead anyway. Let's give him a morsel. That's packed. Okay, that's fine. I could put my Horned Warrior here on the second floor, kind of boosting defenses there, or we could do a bunch of damage shielding up on the top floor. Maybe having some on each isn't a bad idea. Hang out in the back. Okay, yep, his lifesteal is gone, so that is a bit of a problem. Okay, the next wave is the last one. Let's eat or destroy this guy for something interesting. Just go for health. Got 6 damage shield. Yeah, let's split them up. Okay, we've already got them dead. Works for me. No space. Just for fun, blow you up. And do 120 damage to him. Uh-huh. I've got no lifesteal. If I still had that lifesteal, I think I'd be unstoppable, but since I lost it, see when we get to the last boss. Crucible Extension, +1 room on this floor. That's not bad. Damage Shield 2, Rage 6, Emperor Drain 3. Not worth it. This is okay. Cannibalize, I've seen before. If I could make this cheaper, I would. But I sometimes have extra energy, so this isn't too bad. So I'll take that. I just have to be careful about when and where I play it. No. That's okay. That's okay. I don't really want to get my deck too much bigger, so I'm just going to take the money. Rage could be useful. Okay, we've got money, we've got upgrade spells, we've got trinkets, health, we've got discard cards, duplicate something, units, artifacts. I think most of my units are buffed, maxed out. I do have some new spells, like this one we could look at, and this one. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, money, fire health, doesn't matter. Take a look at the trinkets first. Shadow Box. When you play your 20th morsel unit of the battle, deal 150 damage to all enemy units on all floors. That's pretty good. Pyre gets +40, friendly units get +3 health. Shadow Box is pretty good because I do have those guys that just make them, like 2 a turn. Right, I'm gonna take that. I'll probably be able to afford to do much here. We can add magic power, or we can reduce cost. Alright, let's reduce the cost of that. This is a tune, so yeah, we can go to 100 for that instead of 60. Do that. Okay, we are on to the final battle. Seraph the Patient. The end is near. The traitor has grown impatient, joining the fight immediately and gaining strength with every move you make. Seraph attacks every turn, applies melee weakness to your front unit, and gains attack on rally and incant. So if she's on a floor, if I play a unit or a spell on that floor, she gets increased attack power. So rally, so if I play a unit, she gets +3 attack. If I play a spell, +1 attack. She starts with 999 health, and she attacks every turn. And makes my units weaker to melee attacks, or do less melee damage. One of the two. And she summons dudes every time, also, which is just fantastic. I could just instantly kill you. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, rally only triggers when I play a non-morsel unit, so morsels are fine. Alright. Let's just nuke you out of existence. Okay, go with that. Not so nice. Okay. Let's not do any pyre damage. Okay, let's lifesteal. Let's go here. So melee weakness to take 2 times combat damage the next time it's attacked. So I don't know if that means it takes it as 2 separate attacks, or if it just doubles it. I hope it just doubles it. I can just blow this guy up by sacrificing my imp. I think I will. Just because. And nothing else I can do. Okay, there's the damage shield guy. Damage shield guy up top. And some help. Make that floor bigger. I'm tempted to play another one of these guys. We still have some room for some morsels. I want that guy that makes the morsels probably here. Okay, he's already got lifesteal 4. We can up it to 8. It's not a terrible idea. I just don't want to run out. Oh, I can't afford him. Do I have any imps? I don't. None in my hand either. That sucks. I really want that morsel maker down here. Yeah, why not? They're going to get through pretty healthy. He'll die going up. Oh, he's going to die. That's too bad. Okay, let's do this. And we'll sacrifice you for some morsels. Let's do that. And let's eat him now. To get a bunch of damage shields. Take some damage to my pyre, but oh well. Okay, a little bit of damage in on Seraph. That's always good. Okay, I got my big guy with the melee weakness. Do this on a different floor just in case. I'm not sure if it actually makes a difference. And okay, that's a damage shield. Let's just fill this up. Just make him insanely powerful. Back to full health. Yeah, nothing else I can really do. Playing imps don't really matter at this point. Okay, he's in trouble. But we got our morsel maker. That's going to make this a bit better. Okay, I can kill you, but that's going to make him stronger. I could give you a morsel, but I don't think it's going to matter because you won't eat it till after the combat. Even if I use him as a blocker, kill that. Oh yeah, that would work actually, because he would play, he would kill him, he would then take the damage instead. So he'll be fine. Alright, I've got 4 lifesteal. I might want to just buff it up again. Just because I want to have lifesteal through as many combats as it goes. And the final wave, we're gonna win! I've got an X, a beautiful, beautiful X. That's gonna make him stronger, but let's kill you. You're dead. Extra health. Sure. Everything's being decided down here. We'll just do this down here. Suck it. Scary Shadow Spider Monster for the win. Scary spawns. Scary Shadow Spider Monsters eat angels. Catch them in our webs. Alright, nice. Take some damage so we can get a huge total there for a score. We won! First time with Umbra. Yeah, I like Umbra actually. The way they work is pretty cool. I don't know if they would work that well with maybe like the plant dudes. Because they're also pretty big, generally. Alright, add a morsel miner to your hand. It seems kind of expensive for 2. First time each turn an enemy unit dies, add 2 morsel units. Sounds good. Descend friendly and enemy units on this floor. That's okay. Abandoned Ant Umbra. At start a turn, add a common or uncommon morsel. That's pretty good. One Horn's Tome. Consume. Apply Fragile and Multi-Strike 1 to friendly units. I don't think I've seen Fragile before. Okay, so this show is kind of keeping track of your wins, which combinations you've won as. So I haven't really played around with Umbra much. I've done some kind of combined stuff between these three, not too much with these two yet. Okay, highest damage dealt by unit, 295, previous best 292, not much of an improvement. Ember Drain applied 6, previous best 0. Yeah, so that was pretty good. I actually was surprised at how kind of competently I handled Umbra, considering I hadn't really messed with them before. But yeah, this is like at Monster Train. I got this just like a week ago, and I've already put, I don't know, 15, 16 hours into it, something like that, just kind of playing around with it. I really enjoyed it a lot, but just kind of seeing some of the videos when it first came out, I had no idea what was going on. So hopefully this helps somebody out there. But if you're interested in this game at all, I definitely recommend it. It was on sale not too long ago. It might still be on sale when this goes up. So at a sale price, definitely worth it, I thought, anyway. But yeah, this has been Monster Train. I've been Disturbing Puppet. Hopefully I'll see you all again another time. Have a good one.